It is after dark by the time little Mikey returns to the cabin, and cold is settling in. What was quick and easy in Big Jan's van was a nightmare with only one working foot. The door of his mama's house is shut, and all is quiet inside. "Mama," he knocks, putting his ear to the door. "Mama?" He knocks again. He pushes and the door opens. He peers into the gloom. "Mama?" He can hear the dripping of her washcloths hung above the sink. As his eyes adjust, he sees the last of her washing work strung up above the single bed, hoping to avoid the night's dew. "Mama?" A groan. He takes a step towards the bed. "Mama?" "Mikey." Her voice is thick with sleep. "Where you been?" "I had an accident." The bed shifts. She is sitting up. "What happened?" The distant lights of cars on the highway rotate across the wall, across his mama's form. "I hurt my foot. I got a lift and then I tried to take a bicycle, but..." "You were riding a bicycle?" "Yes. I told you to go straight there." "Yes, Mama, I was on my way. I asked Big Jan for a lift to get there quicker for you." Her hand rises in the gloom. He takes it. She draws him to her, into her blankets, into her smell, her bones beneath winter's wrappings. "I told you to go straight there. I asked you to." She groans. "You promised me." "I'm sorry," he whispers to her thudding heart. "Where is it?" "What, Mama?" "The envelope." It's here." He reaches into his pocket and finds nothing. I couldn't make it up the hill. My foot was too sore." He pushes his same hand into the other pocket, his other hand locked around her. That pocket is empty too. I can't find it." Her lungs expand as a breath fills her body, her shoulders climbing, her chest rising. And then she sighs, all of it dropping away. "It must have fallen out of my pocket. I'm sorry, Mama. I'll take another one tomorrow. I'll walk all the way." "Oh, Mikey." "Mama, it's a pity. It's a damn pity." She squeezes him, and he hears her whooshing lungs. "Mama?" "Mr. Langeveld." She sits up and she is a patch of deeper dark above him. Her curls twist as the moving lights of the highway play on them. He wishes he could see her eyes. He puts his hands out to her, but she turns away. "Mama?" The softest sigh, so soft he is not sure he heard it. "I told you to take it to him." "I was trying." "Why didn't you listen to me?" "I did. The hill. It's far, Mama." He reaches out to turn on the light. "I'll go tomorrow, Mama." "It's too late." His hand does not reach the switch. "We can't stay here anymore." "Mama?" He tries to put his arms around her, but she shrugs him away. He can see well in the dark now. She is standing, her back stooped by the burden of living. His mama. She clicks on the light. White sears his eyes. He blinks quickly, searching for her, his hands out. "I told you to go straight up the hill, Mikey." She opens their shared cupboard and he sees her hands taking things out, packing them into his pack, his yellow trousers, his t-shirts, and his jersey. "We can't stay here anymore." "Why?" She shakes her head. "We can't." "Why?" He goes to her. She turns her back on him, shaking her head. "You're going to have to go to your daddy." He struggles up against the side of the bed, confused. "My daddy?" "He lives in Grootstad. He knows about you." "Who is my daddy?" "You have to go to him now. You're a big boy now." "I'm not." "Come, let me dress you." "Why, Mama?" But he can't fight her because she is not fighting. There is a curtain drawn over her heart. She pulls off his t-shirt, his trousers, his underpants, his remaining shoe and socks. She checks his pockets. What's wrong, Mama? She uses a dripping cloth to wipe him down. His teeth begin to chatter. What did I do? She puts a fresh t-shirt onto him, sliding across his skin. Where are we going? She doesn't answer, helping him step into fresh underpants, standing 1 foot on the bed, his sore foot in the air, one hand on her shoulder. Little Mikey begins to cry. Little boys should live with their fathers. You should have lived with him long ago. I want to live with you. She works his trousers up over his legs and then covers both of his feet with fresh socks. Soon she is slipping a fresh pair of tennis shoes onto his feet. Mama, please! I'm sorry, he whispers, clutching at her curls. She pulls his fingers from her hair and lifts him from the bed. He pulls at her heavy jersey. Why? She does not look at him. She holds out a brown envelope. This is for your daddy. His address is written there. Go to his house. She lifts a bundle from the kitchen table, already packed and neatly tied. You must be careful with your food. You must make it last. Mama! She takes him by the hand and leads him to the door, opening it to the freezing wind. Go, Mikey. Go to the highway. Ask someone to take you to Grootstad. That money in the envelope is all I have. We don't have anything else. I won't! He plants his feet, stubborn. She kneels, her beloved face right before his own. Mikey, we can't stay here anymore. This house isn't ours anymore. She puts her hands on his shoulders, holding him tight. Promise me that you will go to your father. No! You must. Don't you love me? He puts his arms around her neck. I'm sorry. I do love you. Then why must I go? I don't have any more, Mikey. She shakes her head. I told you to go straight up the hill. Suddenly her eyes burn, her teeth clench. He shies away from her, her eyes terrible. She looks away, letting the blaze dim. I'm sorry, Mama, he whispers. I'm sorry. I'm going to meet you at your daddy's house, she says, turning back to him. But it's going to take me some time. So I need you to go there first. You must help me with this. Do you promise me? He shakes his head, reaching for her. She pulls away so he can't touch her. Do you promise me? No, Mama, no! Her face clenches, tears springing to her eyes. Mikey, please, you must help me. She puts her face in her hands. Why won't you help me? Sobs begin to rack through her. I will help you, Mama. Please, Mikey, you must do this for me. But isn't it better if we are together? Suddenly she grabs his wrist, her hand like a claw, madness in her eyes. Promise me, she shrieks, her fingers digging into his skin. Promise me! Her eyes are mad. The world is mad. Answer! Mama, promise me! I promise. Look in my eyes. Do you promise? He stares into those horrible eyes. I promise. Now go! He doesn't move, rooted to the earth, frozen by fear. Her face disintegrates as her mouth opens wide, his mama gone inside that horrible mask. Go! She screams at him. Go! His mama is not there. This is someone else. He can only run. Go to your father! Her terrible cry rings out behind him as he runs through the freezing cold. And after it is sobbing. He can hear it, but he is too afraid to turn around. And so he runs, tracking across winter's wet fields, in winter's cold night, running from that howl behind him.